This is a video on how to extend your work. So that is a canvas, and that's normally where the project ends. That you do a piece of work, it develops from a picture into a canvas. This is a piece of work where that same picture has been developed further, and there is a cardboard cutout of the bottles. So from those bottles and those shapes, you can see that that's been cut out. There's the piece of wood from the table, from the green picture, and what has happened is the student has got, this isn't my work as you can tell, a cushion, and use that as a table, and then a bit of net curtain, and then the net, which has been stained, is then been put across as like a tablecloth underneath. It has a different background. In fact, that background, the student took that to a photocopier and then photocopy reduced it, so when they did work in their book they had the background, and that is done on a piece of wood, and on the background there, that is a piece of wallpaper pasted on. So a piece of wallpaper pasted in onto the actual piece of wood, and then layers of cardboard put on top. This is quite nice. This is the student's picture. So in their mock-up, because they were doing a collage, they've actually got the background there of the picture, and the way they've done that is by isolating a bit of the picture there and then running it on a computer, putting multiple slips of it on there, and then reproducing the background. So that's how they achieved getting the background. There's a bit of the net. There is a picture, the journal, which is the magnet, which is the picture in the book, what they found out from going on the internet. This is a nice little setup, which I will put a link below to this document, where they've actually gone insert and inserted a little shapes, and then actually put the comments about the pictures on picture in, and pasted the picture on into their book. That then they've developed further, so this is unfinished, but there is their picture again. There's that background that was photocopied, there's the journal, there is the fabric from the cushion, and then that develops into their final picture. There is their picture photographed, is stuck in their book, and there's the different stages of producing it. And then what they were going to do is write about the different stages. In fact, at that point, the cardboard slips were longer than the actual bits of wood. They were cut off later, and they've included all that, and then that would have little notes around. The little notes quite nicely are, I've got an example of that. Oh, there is little notes like that where they actually put little speech bubbles. The same sort of speech bubbles is there, and you can actually include them and put notes about your work around it. And that is how to develop it further. Now, in your book, you want that next picture to look better than your picture. So if you are going to stick all those in your book, you want it to look nicer. Other than that, if you want your final picture to be your canvas and that to be the experiment, the collage bit, you would go back, take these pages out and move them all on, and slip all those inside as though you had a go at doing collage before you painted your picture. So you want to rearrange your project, so the final piece of work is your nicest piece of work that you want to represent your project.